product. We've got our super crunchy, yummy fried chicken with our really crispy French fries, our delicious, healthy Greek salad. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ro, in case you're new. And first of all, I wanted to apologize because I haven't been uploading. I had been uploading every single Monday, and then the quarantine hit and it was kind of difficult for me to film all the stuff that I had prepared. Like, I had a bunch of ideas of what to do, but it required me to go out, and we can't go out. It is currently day 18 of quarantine here in Peru, and it's been kind of difficult for me to film. So today I thought I'd take you with me to the kitchen, which is where I'm standing right now. What I'm preparing today is gonna be mainly done in my air fryer. I got my air fryer about 6 months ago, and I absolutely love it. Like, if you're considering getting an air fryer and you still haven't like made up your mind, I completely recommend it. It's like, I think it's one of the best things that I gotten recently. So we're gonna be using that, and I'm gonna be showing you how to prepare a really good salad. I have a bunch of stuff here. My house is a mess right now. So yeah, we're just gonna be making like fried chicken on the air fryer and some fries. So I've got my potatoes over here. Since I forgot to take out the chicken ahead of time, I'm just gonna put it in this bowl while I prep the potatoes. So we're just gonna leave it there for a while. Hopefully it will defreeze by the time I'm done with the fries. Otherwise, I'll just put it in the microwave for a little bit. Yep. I got my potatoes ready. These are yellow potatoes. They are this Peruvian kind. These are my favorite ones because they are like, they have this buttery flavor. So I'm just gonna cut these. I like to cut mine pretty thin. I noticed that if you cut them too thick, the air fryer doesn't do a good job. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it just like this. I think this is pretty good. So I'm just gonna cut all of them like around this thickness. Oh yeah, and while I do that, I'm gonna get a bowl because I need to put them in water. This is super easy to make and it takes almost no time, so super fast meal. I think that's good. Yeah, so I just got my bowl with water, and all I'm gonna do is just put it in there. The water is supposed to remove the starch from the potatoes, so that way it gets crunchier whenever you use the air fryer. So yeah, just go ahead. Okay, just a disclaimer, like, I do have like the huge knives that everybody has. Like a couple of years ago, I got this really nice, I don't know what material it's made out of, but for some reason I just rather use this little one. I don't know why. I think it's because like when I use the big ones, my wrist ends up hurting. Like, I have fibromyalgia, so sometimes just like tiny things like make my body hurt. So I think like the weight of the big knife plus like the strength that I have to use to cut whatever I'm cutting makes my wrist hurt. So I'd rather just go ahead and use the small one. But it does the job. So I've got everything ready. Here you can see. I'm just gonna leave this on the side for a bit, and later on I'll go back to it. I'm gonna get a bag. I have this mini trash can that I got a while back, which I like to use when I cook, because I don't like to have to walk all the way to the other side to like throw stuff away. So I usually just like put a little bag and then have it here on the counter. So whenever I need to throw something, it's just right there and it doesn't take me any time. Pretty practical. So step 2, we're gonna make the salad. Now, I will take you to the fridge, but my fridge is a huge mess. I haven't cleaned it, so I'm just gonna bring the stuff over. Okay, so this is what, oops, it almost fell. So we're gonna need cucumber. I'm not gonna use everything. This is like way too much. I'm just probably gonna use like half of it. We're gonna need, oops, there's some cut here. A couple of tomatoes. You can use as many as you want. I'm not gonna make that much. We're gonna need onion. I usually go for red onion. It gives it a better flavor. We're gonna need an avocado, but wait, this one's still not ready. So we're gonna need an avocado, and we're gonna need some black olives, and well, of course, some of these. Now these are, in Peru we call these lemons. Okay, I know that in the States you guys call it lime, like the green ones are limes and the yellow ones are lemons. Well, here's kind of the other way around. Like in Spanish, this is called limon. You guys call it limes, right? Your lemon for us is called lima, which is like closer to lime than lemon. Kind of confusing, but if you hear me calling it lemon, that's just how we call it here. So I mean lime or whatever. I don't know where you are. I don't know what you call this, but we call it lemon. But you could use either one. It doesn't really matter because it just needs to be sour. So we're just gonna go ahead and prep our stuff. Yeah, I just gave it a quick rinse. Okay, so I'm gonna move some stuff over. Let's move this over there. This over here. Okay. Okay, now as I said before, I don't like to peel stuff, so we're just gonna cut it as it is. If you want to peel it, go ahead and peel it. I don't really mind. So I'm gonna use about, I think about a third. Okay, this is all I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna cut it in slices. You can pretty much do it as thick as you like. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna cut it into little squares. You can see. Ah, it fell. Is it focusing? Well, anyways, you get the point. Kind of like that, not too big, not too small. Okay, we got the cucumber. You can see right there. Step 2, we're gonna dice the tomatoes. I'm gonna cut this. And again, I'm just gonna grab my spoon and take the middle part of it out. I don't like the gooey stuff from the middle. If you do, then that's fine. You can just go ahead and add it. I don't really like it. To be honest, I don't really like tomatoes. But I don't mind having them in this type of salad. I think pretty good. I guess it's because of the avocado. Avocado and tomatoes go well, so. I just mixed this and I think that's enough, so I'm just gonna put this one away for later. Maybe I'll use it tomorrow with something else. Okay, so I'm gonna stop with the salad now, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw out the water from my potatoes. Okay, once there's no more water, I'm just gonna pat it down with a paper towel. The idea is for this to be as dry as possible, so I usually just do it in the bowl like this. Just gonna put it closer, that's it. Okay, now I'm gonna bring my stuff. These are all the things I'm gonna use. I'm just like bring it over. For the fries, you're just gonna need like a few ingredients to season it. I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil. You're gonna need some salt, okay? And then my favorite ingredients to add are a bit of pepper, onion powder, there you go. This is garlic, and I add just a little bit of cayenne pepper. It makes it, just gives it that extra little kick. Now step 1, we're just gonna add just a tad of olive oil. Okay, now step 2, I'm just gonna grab my spoon and add just a bit of salt. You don't really need that much. Depends on how much salt you like. But you have to consider that all the other seasonings that you're adding are also gonna make it kind of salty, so don't overdo it. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add my onion powder. I'm just gonna sprinkle a bit on top. Add some pepper. This is black pepper. I like pepper. I always add pepper to everything I have. Let's add just a sprinkle of cayenne pepper. And the most important ingredient for me is garlic. I love garlic. I add garlic to everything. Every single dish I make has garlic. Now that we got our fries ready, I'm just gonna put them in the air fryer. Now, at this point, if you don't have an air fryer, you can always just use a regular oven, but the air fryer is much faster, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that ready. Now, my kitchen is a mess, as I said before. I haven't been really in the mood of cleaning, so I haven't done much of that, so ignore the mess. Let me switch you around. Okay, so I think that was the cayenne pepper. Here we go. I'm gonna bring my fries. I'm just gonna pour them in there. Every last bit of it. Now I'm just gonna give it a shake so that they're all well distributed. And that's it. There they go. Let me plug it in. Okay, so mine comes with these predetermined modes, like settings. So you just go here, move it around, whatever. Well, this is actually the one that we're gonna use. This one is for the fries. I just click on set, 200 degrees Celsius, and 15 minutes. That's what it recommends. So I usually just go for it, and if I see that it needs more time, I just add more time later. So that's it. So that's great. So while that cooks, I'm gonna check on my chicken. So yeah, it has already thawed, so we're gonna go ahead and prep that. So as I mentioned earlier, this is quarantine day 18, and well, we're not allowed to go out at all, just for shopping, like grocery shopping. So we actually got this a few days ago. We got chicken breast, and I cut it into pieces and then I froze it, so that's why it's in this little bag. Okay, so for the chicken, I do not add any oil, so it's not really necessary. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some salt. Just try to see like enough for it to be covered all over. Okay, I'm just gonna mix that around. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add some pepper. As I said, I love pepper. I'm gonna add some garlic. Well, a lot of garlic, to be honest. If you have fresh garlic, you can also use that. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this onion powder, not really that much. So that's all I'm gonna add to the chicken. I'm just gonna set this aside while the fries are being cooked in the air fryer, and then I'll put this in the air fryer as well. So I'm just gonna set this aside. So we already got the tomatoes and the cucumbers ready. You can see, looks really good. We're missing the onion and the olives, which we got in this little bag, and the avocado. Just like that. Oops. Should be as thin as possible so that it doesn't give you like too much of a strong flavor when you bite on it. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and add our onions. Move move it around. This to the side. Now let's go ahead and do the olives. Okay, so I got my olives ready. I'm just gonna pour them into my salad. I'll show you what it looks like in a bit. Look at that. It's super colorful and it is really good. This is a Greek salad, except that it has no cheese. Now I'm gonna prep the dressing, and then at the end I'll add the avocado, because you can see what they look like. They are super crunchy. They are all golden brown. Let me show you this one. It's focusing. Oh, okay, so I already put my fries on the plate. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add my chicken. Yeah, for the chicken, it's really important that you space it out. Like, don't put them one on top of the other, because that's gonna cause it not to cook well. So here I go. Okay, let's put this in. Set. I'm gonna set it to 25 minutes. I think I'm gonna give it 20. Probably gonna be ready in less, but there we go. And meanwhile, I'm gonna finish prepping my salad. Okay, now for the dressing, we're gonna use olive oil again. Okay, so we got 1/4 of a cup, and that was actually all I had, so I'm gonna need to buy some more olive oil. And I'm just gonna pour it onto the big one. Then I'm gonna need a couple of lemons or limes, whatever you wanna call them. Squeeze my lemons. I'm using 2 lemons. Let's see how it goes. Now I'm gonna use the little spoon I was using, and I'm gonna add some salt. I'm gonna add some pepper. I'm just gonna mix it around. You can see it right there. Oregano. Not much, but it gives it a really good flavor. And last but definitely not least, my garlic. I'm not gonna use the whole clove. I'm just gonna use probably like half of it. I usually buy the minced garlic at the supermarket, but this time I forgot, so I have to make do with what I got. I'm gonna add that there. I'm just gonna mix it, and that's it. So I'm just gonna let that infuse right there for a bit. So we're gonna add our dressing to the salad. You can see it looks really good. These are all the ingredients. As I said, it's cucumber, tomatoes, red onions, we've got black olives, and now we're just gonna add the dressing. And then we're gonna add our avocado on top. Okay, we just mix it a little bit more, not too much, because otherwise the avocado is just gonna like get squished, and we don't want that. Just enough so that it gets covered with our dressing. Okay, now look at that. Beautiful colors, great flavor, and it's gonna go super well with our fried chicken and fries. Pretty healthy. There's just olive oil. There are no other types of fats, and everything's done in the air fryer. Okay guys, so food is almost ready. Chicken's done, you can see it right there. Salad is ready, and then I'm just gonna plate everything and show you how it came out. Okay, so there you go, that's the final product. We've got our super crunchy, yummy fried chicken with our really crispy French fries, all done in the air fryer, so there's no fat added, and our delicious healthy Greek salad with no cheese. You can add the cheese if you want to. Literally, this salad is like the best salad I've ever had. I hope you try it. The recipe is super easy. As I said before, if you don't have an air fryer, you can easily do this in the oven and it's gonna come out just as good. So yep, today I just felt like making something easy and showing you how you can make this at home if you have an air fryer, if you have just different seasonings. It's super easy to make, and the salad, trust me, it's the best salad ever. Like, there's no way that you are not gonna like this. It's just trust me and go ahead and try it. Like, just make it. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you do that now. Just click right there at the bottom so you can see my other videos, and go ahead and check out my channel and see if you like any of the other ones that I've got. And as I said, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, any comments, just go down there and type them up. I will answer them and I will be glad to hear from you. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.